Hey everybody! So I just found out something very cool today and I wanted to share it with you guys. For those of you who are not familiar, I edit in Photoshop Elements 11. And today, I have a boutique I do on the side, and long story short, I had to redo some photos for my Facebook page. So instead of opening each one separately, doing the very small quick fixes that I need to do on these pictures, and then resizing and doing all that, it gets tiring doing it one by one, especially when I've just snapped 40 or 50 pictures. So I just said, let me go check out how to do batch editing. So it's really quite cool. It's very quite simple. So when you want to batch edit, the first thing you need to do is you need to put the pictures that you want, let me close this up for you, the pictures that you want to batch edit into a folder, which is this folder here. Then when they're done batch editing, they need to go in a separate folder. Now you can set it to go in the same folder, but what it's going to do is it's going to overwrite those photos. And once it overwrites those photos, you're kind of stuck with whatever you got from the batch edit. So if you're not familiar with batch editing, I would not recommend that. I'm going to do a very simple batch edit. I know that you can put in action recipes and the whole nine. I'm not going to do that today because these are boutique pictures. They're just to show off my little headbands that I make, and that's it. So they don't need to be all fancy. But this is the folder that I'm going to pull the images from to batch edit, and then I have my folder to where I want them to go. Now these pictures were done earlier when I was screwing around with batch editing, so what we're going to do is we're actually going to delete them and make this folder empty. Okay, so let's get started. It's a pretty simple process. Instead of clicking open, you're going to go to File, you're going to go to Process Multiple Files. And then you get this window that comes up here. It's going to ask you, excuse me, it's going to ask you to process files from where. Mine says folder. You can do import or open files. I'm going to stay with folder. I know what folder I want to get them from, so you have your browse button here. You're going to go ahead and pull your folder and hit OK. Excuse me. And then you have include, then it says your destination, and you can browse. And mine's already set to go to the second folder here. Now, it says underneath you can do same as source. That's when it's going to overwrite, so you don't want to overwrite your folders unless you're sure, and I will not do that. Then you come to rename files. I have no interest in renaming files, but if you choose to do so, you got document name, you can call it one-digit serial number, you can call it year, month, date, etc. That's all on you. I don't do it. I don't have a use for that. Then it's going to ask you your compatibility. Then you have your sizing option here. I use an action to resize my images for Facebook because I suck at resizing, but if you know how to resize, I'd highly recommend you do it. You have your width and your height. You've got your options here of how you're going to calculate that, your resolution, and then your option to constrain proportions. Again, not going to do that. Then you have your file type, and it's asking you what you're going to convert your files to. I'm going to leave mine at JPEG medium quality, but you have Photoshop file, GIF files, PDFs, you have PNGs, JPEGs, the whole nine. I pick what you want to go with and move on. You can click this button here to give you an option to let you know that it's going to log errors that result from processing files. That's, again, on you if you want to do that. Then you have your quick fix. You have 4 options here. You have your auto levels, auto contrast, auto color, and sharpen. I just want to run my auto levels this time, but you could click all of them. You can click a save. A few, whatever. Excuse me, yawning, guys. Then you have your labels, which is your watermark or your caption. I'm going to go with a watermark. Then you have your custom text, so put in whatever you want to say. That's my boutique name. You have your position. They give you the options of bottom right, centered, and bottom left. I'm picking the bottom right. We'll see what it looks like. Your fonts. There's tons and tons of fonts to choose from. You guys remember me telling you that if you're looking for fonts, dafont.com, DAFONT.com is the place to go. There's a bazillion of them and they're all free, so that's the best place if you're looking for new fonts. You have your text size here. You have your opacity here. It's set at 50. I'm gonna go ahead and leave it because I don't know what I want it to look like at this point. It's my first time really doing this. Change your font color to whatever you want. Hit OK, and then here you go. You're done. You're ready to go. So hit OK, and the coolest thing right now is you can just sit back and wait. Photoshop is going to rock and roll all this for you right now. This is like the coolest stuff ever. You don't have to do a damn thing. You click a couple options and boom, done. So that's it. It's rocking and rolling for you. Now, depending on how many photos you had put in there is going to depend on how long it's going to take. I think I only put in like 7, so this will be done in a quick second. And when it's finished, it just throws all those pictures in that folder for you, and you are set to go. Now, I will have to pull them back out, and I don't know what is up with this. See, I'm not doing something right, but we'll figure it out later, because that one picture keeps turning red, and I don't know why. But once it's done, it goes into the folder, and then if you click the resize options, it's already resized for you. If you did not, then you're like me, just going to open them real quick and run the action on them, which takes a second, so that's not even a big deal to me. But yeah, that's it. See, it's done. So now I'm going to minimize my Photoshop, and I'm going to open the folder where they all went to, and look at that. They're all there. Now, these are not colored right. I'm going to have to fiddle around with this a little bit and learn a little bit more, but I wanted to show you that basically that's how you batch edit. So if you look at them side by side, you can definitely see that they are definitely darker. There's more contrast. There's a little too much darkness. Excuse me. In my opinion, these are softer images, but you know, if they all came out the same color, I wouldn't be so bothered by it. But for some reason, these came out lighter, and I don't know why. And this one turned red. As you can see, it's not red here. I'm not really sure why it did that. I don't know if it has something to do with the green stone. I don't know. But basically, they came out for the most part okay. So here's another situation. I'm not really sure. We'll work on that. I'll definitely do some more research and post a quick video for you later once I figure it out. But that's it. But batch editing, I know you can put in action recipes, which I'm going to look up right now to see how to do that so that I can have that information for you guys as well. Because I would like to know. I know a friend of mine, a photographer, she does that. She puts in the action recipes when she batch edits. Now I know she uses CS6, I think. So she puts in her recipes, and boom, 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 done, and everything comes out looking the same. So I'm going to do a little more research, but basically that's how you batch edit. You just kind of answer those few little questions that it asks you, and then you hit go, and it goes. So I hope you guys enjoyed my half-assed video here. And when I get it straightened out, I will definitely post another one for you. But that's a quick show of how to batch edit, and I hope you guys enjoy. And as usual, any requests for any videos, please post them in the thread underneath in the comment section. And if you have any questions, same thing, post them for me and I will get back to you. Thanks so much.